Hey everybody, I'm Raquel. We have Chris Knight, Brian TV. We got Maura Kitty. We got Fedorable the Horrible, Chef Nation. We got Boosh McFadden, or Fart the Butt Licker, or
Booger
something
Fart.
like that.
Booger
And
Fart
we
the
got-
motherfucker.
And we got
No.
Jared Kick, aka DL. Hey everybody, how is everyone tonight?
Doing
I'm
good.
doing well.
I changed my name specifically for that to happen.
Hold on.
Job well
Doing-
done.
Feeling
well,
good
doing
for a
good.
change.
What?
I said
Brad?
feeling
What?
good for a change.
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
Yay!
Congratulations.
So I
Kind
have not had
of hopeful.
I've not had Smirnoff in I don't
It
know
won't
how long.
last.
This mixed drink is really delicious. If you guys haven't had it, brand new Smirnoff Ice Smash Screwdriver. It's delicious.
So
He's like, I'm promoting Smirnoff. Make me a spokesman.
so it's vodka and orange juice,
Yes, it's also carbonated.
carbonated
know.
screwdriver.
I'm drinking some cheap boxed Merlot tonight, so cheers.
That's what's
you know,
up.
wine mom.
Dude, that's great. You could just get like a
wine, Mom.
Is it just me, or does carbonated screwdriver sound like an inappropriate act?
yeah.
It does.
It all depends
I'm
on who
pretty
you are.
sure it's in the list.
After
somewhere.
talking about David Lynch, you're talking about a Tuesday night.
There's some weird things going on over at the soda fountain at the Taco Bell.
Oh my god, dude. Talk about a shit show. Oh, sorry.
You remember when ABC had a drive-through?
We had something called a Bedford Castle. We didn't have ABC in Texas or Florida.
No,
They're more
ABC
than
is a liquor store. And
It's Alcohol Bureau of Consumption. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have them
one
in
point-
Virginia. They have
at
them in
one-
Pennsylvania.
At one point, they had a drive-through.
Yes. A long time
But
ago.
and then the joke was you got one of those golden sodas.
Ew.
No, like you have like a McDonald's cup, you empty it, and then you put
After all the
Oh,
wholesome
yes.
stuff we were talking about backstage, and you have
Yeah, I
to
know.
go in for that.
I was going to talk about
it
golden
was-
showers in the
we were
drive-thru.
talking about
you guys
wholesome
get your minds
family
out the gutter.
value things backstage.
That's where I thought. I was like, oh, they're gonna give you piss. I'm like, that's horrible.
That's what I heard.
No. We're talking
They
about,
just hose you down in the drive-thru.
no. Beer in a McDonald's cup.
Shut it down.
My mom and I were so crushed when they got rid of the high C.
We still have
Yeah.
ice cream.
They still
Yeah,
have
why
it.
don't they have high C
do?
anymore?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have it here in mine. They have it in
You just
Arizona.
instead of mixing it with water, you just pour it into your mouth.
You
I'll
just
tell
gotta
you what I
find it.
miss.
You just gotta find it, Raquel.
We're talking about piss, and Raquel says, I miss high C.
I wasn't talking about
It's like my mom and I were pissed that McDonald's got rid of high C.
But-
We're like, what?
But you know, Raquel, she's all about that sugar high, you know.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Tang.
Yes.
But I'll tell you
Tang.
what, you guys remember Juicy Juice that came in a can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Big
God.
can.
Didn't come in a
yeah,
can, did it? It came in
Yeah.
a plastic. squeeze
No, it
bottle.
came in a
Juicy.
I remember it being in a
Giant
squeeze like
can.
Capri Sun.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
exactly.
I don't
No,
remember
we
it
called
in a
it
can.
high C.
Mm.
I
That's
don't remember.
the only acceptable juicy.
I think
juice
we have a
is high
Mandela
C.
effect.
Was it called the Capri Sun? Yeah, Capri Sun. I remember Capri Sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Capri Sun. was
I remember
around, but
Juicy Juice being like that
Juicy
in a
Juice.
squeeze pouch.
I think
No,
that came
no,
in
no,
a
Juicy
fake-looking
Juice.
bottle.
Juicy Juice was in a big can.
Yeah,
I'm not
Juicy-
saying you're
yeah,
wrong.
Juicy-
I'm saying that's how I remember it.
No, I just know
Wait.
Capri Sun came.
My
in a
Juicy
pouch.
It
Juice
comes,
was
it
in a
comes in
can.
bottles too.
Yeah. Okay, so Chef remembers.
Yeah, my
Wait.
Juicy
Depends
Juice
on
was
how,
in a
how
can.
old are you guys?
I'm 36.
I'm 38.
You're not
33.
old enough. That's the problem. So I'm too old. That's
I'm
the
38.
problem.
That's what the
41.
problem is. Hey, DL, did it come in pouches or cans?
It was powdered.
It's like, it's like it was like Tang.
I remember
powder
the good
like
old
ice.
days when
I
we'd have to
remember
go
back
out
in
and
the
mix
good old
the
days.
mud.
I
Okay,
remember
Tang-
when
Look
Tang
at
mud.
old Tang.
Aren't you thinking about Kool-Aid, DL?
Yeah, they all had powdered stuff.
Tang.
Tang was powdered.
back in the day, you know,
Everything was
when the
powdered.
dinosaurs
High C was powdered. Kool-Aid was powdered.
Milk was powdered.
Yeah,
Pixie
God.
Oh,
sticks.
I
Breakfast
remember.
tacos were powdered.
powder was powdered.
Hey, you know what? In the 80s, powder was king.
Yeah.
I
It
remember
was.
in high school they had these
What are you talking about?
milk pouches. You just stab it with your straw.
Oh, weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, we had
Mhm.
those
That's-
at
what
Institute
is that,
High
like
School.
Clark W. Griswold shit? Like, it sounds,
We
that sounds like some vacation stuff.
Carton, you opened it up and drank out. You know.
He came
No,
up
it's like a
with
terrible and stupid
hydrator.
idea because they just, as soon as you put the straw in there, whether you held the top of the straw or not, it squirted everywhere.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to rubber cement?
What?
What?
That's not even
I
a
can-
segue.
I can figure
Yeah.
no, that's, no, wait.
Art class, you
He's
get the
saying
rubber cement. Just
Chef is
can get it at
staying
the
in
Home
line with the
Depot,
David
Chef.
Lynch thing tonight. That is a
Yep.
David Lynch segue.
What, huffing rubber cement to get
Dude,
to the
yes,
mindset where you make movies like that? Is that what you're
You're
talking about?
telling me you never huffed rubber cement as a kid? That was
Chef,
some-
Chef, you
No.
want the real
Nope.
answer? It
Gasoline.
shifted from ether 852 to 1312.
Yeah, that's what happened. We need to switch back because it's.
I remember sniffing those fruit-smelling markers.
Oh my
Top
god!
They were-
Yes.
Oh, me too.
I
Me
remember
too. Mr. Sketch, I think it was called.
Like, why in the world would they do it?
Black
They don't
licorice.
want us to huff markers, but they made them smell like blueberry and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
come the
they're
fuck
like-
on.
They're like, don't sniff your markers. It's like,
come in.
okay.
You
I'm
know,
just
You
gonna
it's
tell
say-
me to.
This Dare lecture has been brought to you by fruit smelling markers.
yeah, don't do
Yeah.
Crayola
rubber cement.
approved.
And
Don't
juicy
do rubber
juice.
cement. Don't do rubber cement, kids. It's.
And stay in school.
No, don't do rubber cement when like certain types of epoxy resins are so much better.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god. Kids, just go get weed.
Uh,
It's safer.
Do not talk to your Uncle Feta. We'll get you in trouble every time.
Don't do any drugs.
He'll get
Stay
you on a
sober.
watch list.
Don't do
I'll get you
sober
on
drugs.
every watch list.
I-
I'm
I'd
too
like to-
curious and don't give a shit.
All I gotta say is,
That's my problem.
I gotta thank Fedorable because to this point I've never been on jury duty, and I'm pretty sure the reason why is I'm probably on some watch list.
For real, I
Could
haven't
be-
been
could be
on. I
associated
haven't been
with
on
that.
jury duty since I've met Fred. So.
So
and-
thank you.
Welcome.
I've never been on jury duty. I wanted to, though.
No,
So
whenever
I'm
you go on
just
jury
super
duty,
excited.
you just go in, and when they ask you the first question, you're like, "Listen, I swear to God, I did not know she was gonna die."
For real, they go, wait, what?
I swore she was 18.
It's like we were just playing. We were just
No,
playing
you
around.
don't want to get arrested. You just want to get at jury duty.
It's like
You got to be like, I got to be honest with you. I'm a severe alcoholic. I am so wasted right now. Do you really want me on the jury? They'll send you home.
It was like
I saw an article.
There's
They
some
had a
ways
bunch
out
of
of it.
people.
Do you
The
know
Yeah,
how
article,
that?
like everybody was talking about how they got out of jury duty, and one person walked in and was like, "Guilty, guilty," and then he was never asked back again.
That'll do it.
I think
You know
I think
what?
the
I
way
bet
to
you
do
if you
it.
walk in there now, you can be like justice for Johnny Depp, and they'll be like, get the fuck out of my court.
You just start squirming around like you can't sit still, and you say, "You have to forgive me. I had no clean underwear this morning."
Just
It's
wave
either
your
that or
hand
they
to
go,
the
why are you so
hand.
anxious? Like, my dog stepped on a bee? The Amber Heard face? Something like-
Fedorable's so horrible that if you'll hang out with him, the FBI agents that are watching you will be on a watch list.
Yep.
Dude, exactly. Like the
Love
FBI
it.
agent, the people watching me are sitting there going, you know what? I know
We're in
this guy's a
trouble."
complete retard, but he makes sense sometimes.
You know what I did? Eventually, I just went out to the van and said, "Guys, come on inside. They got sodas and beer. And come on."
Like,
Yeah,
come
there
on,
you
no,
go.
I'll order some
like-
pizza and
It's gonna be
No,
a
what was?
while.
Oh, I know. I remember what it was. John Wayne Gacy actually did that. They were watching John Wayne Gacy,
Yeah.
and
Well, they
he
told him.
literally went out to the cops and said, "Guys, come on inside. Have some. I have coffee."
Did he make him muffins or cupcakes or something? Because he was a birthday clown.
It
He
was
used to do,
weird.
Yeah.
shit.
he used to do
He
baked
made-
goods.
he
You
made-
want
did
to talk
something
about
weird.
weird? That is weird right there. And then they started noticing things. It's like, dude, if you have 30 some odd people underneath your fucking house
I think
rotting
it was
away in the
36.
mud,
I think it
I
was
It's like,
36.
how do you not
like
hear
30
the
some
bell?
odd.
Yeah.
I'm like, would you? No, well, that's the thing. But they said that they believed there was also some like raw sewage that like his pipes and stuff were
Yeah.
broken, and they weren't. It's like there was a lot of weird, bad things about that.
He also
then-
admitted to like several hundred more that were
Well,
never discovered.
he admitted, and then he said to some, like, he's like, I don't remember that guy, and they still charged him with it. Like, one guy actually showed up like 30 some odd years later and didn't even know that they had considered him killed by John Wayne Gacy, so they
Yeah.
took that off his list after
That's a
he
big
died.
regret.
Like,
Do you have
I
any
just
idea how
want-
much you could have gotten away with if people think
Well-
you're dead?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
'Cause I just
well,
watched the John
I
Wayne.
mean, he's
movie.
been living in like hospitals or something. No, but
Dude,
John
you
Wayne
know what?
Gacy painted a picture of him in his clown costume and his
Yup.
pine trees behind him, and they sold all these things out to other people. But he sent this originally to an FBI agent, and that FBI agent believed wholeheartedly that the rest of his victims were wherever that forest was. That it was,
I heard something like that.
He was
Oh yeah.
he was like.
Hey,
was
watch the John
trolling
Wayne
him.
Gacy tapes on Netflix, dude.
Dude.
That shit was very interesting. Hearing all that shit in his words.
I still like the
everything.
fact they talked to his fucking neighbors Rottweiler.
Dude, oh my
That was awesome.
They're like, we didn't know he was such a nice guy.
No,
We
well,
didn't see all these
we had a
bodies
guy- we had a
around
guy
and
here.
and they're all known by the FBI, right?
Well,
They're like,
there
"You see
was
all
a
these
guy here
bodies
in
going up
Kansas
there?
City.
He didn't look like he would hurt
Oh,
us.
you talking about
soul."
Burdella?
Yeah, okay, so Bob Rodella here
Yeah.
in Kansas City. I got a really good story about this shit. So Bob Rodella was a serial murderer here in Kansas City, and he killed a bunch of men, kind of the Gacy and what's his name down in Florida?
Ted
New
Bundy.
York,
Ted
Ted Bundy, not Ted
He
Bundy.
went to
but,
Florida.
Went up in New York.
Oh, you're talking
Yeah,
about
Berkowitz. David Berkowitz.
David Berg.
Well,
Wow.
there was lots of the ones that like preyed on the guys.
you
he
know,
was like
son of
that.
Sam.
Anyways, Dahmer, yes, Jeffrey Dahmer. That's
Jeffrey
who I'm-
Dahmer.
Oh, Dahmer.
Anyways,
okay.
so he killed these guys and stuff. Anyways, he had this oddity shop in the downtown flea market,
Mhm.
Westport flea market. Great burgers. If you ever come to Missouri, Kansas City,
Great
go
burgers.
to Westport. Go to Westport flea market. And it's
market.
got just beautiful. Anyways, I'd been in this shop. Lots of people have been in the shop, and he had human skulls, had weird shit in there. Nobody thought anything of it. I mean, probably thought that they weren't real. Anyways, come to find out, this guy did this. Well, my best friend, who lived in Parkville, Missouri, which is close by, that I grew up in, his mom did a lot of the articles for the Kansas City Star, which is the newspaper here in Kansas City, about that. And then one day they moved to Kansas somewhere, and they're getting all this shit out of their house. I have a truck, and so I'm helping them move. And she says, "There's a bunch of stuff downstairs. Put it in your truck. Take it out to the dump." There's a dump outside of Kansas, a little farther away from here. Anyways, I pack all this shit in there, and as I'm doing it, I'm noticing these books and shit. I open up one book. There's handwriting in there, and it's talking about how to cut skin off of people and shit. She had actually gotten all of his books and shit, and here I was taking these books, putting them in the back of my truck, and throwing them away. And so I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, whatever. She tells me that, yeah, I did this stuff. I got this stuff to write my articles and write this. She worked partially on a documentary about it. Anyways, many years later, this documentary eventually comes out, and in it, they talk about how many of his books and other things went inexplicably missing. And I'm sitting here going, like, I can tell you exactly where every last one of those is at. It's like,
I know where they're at.
this guy was fucked in the head. I mean, it's like, you hear about Dahmer, having stuff written about how to cook people and stuff. This guy had the same shit.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
His place was called Bob's Bizarre Bazaar.
Exactly. Yeah. Are you from around here?
I live in Excelsior Springs.
Oh shit! I probably have talked to
He
you
is
about
Bob
that.
Bernoulli.
That's why I remember the Matt Foley inspiration or motivational speaker.
That's why I said that's the Liberty Memorial behind you.
Yeah, it is.
Yep,
This is a motif of Kansas City right here. And at one time I thought this was actually wrong, but then I looked at it again. I'm like, no, this might actually be the right direction. It's kind of weird and different, but I think it's right. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I love this backdrop that I have.
It's
I
nice.
used it. used it for years. I'm not going to let it go anywhere because it's like I'm representing Kansas City. Even if I move to Vegas or something, I'm probably going to keep it up because I love this backdrop. The original one I used was of Singapore, which I love Singapore at night too. It's fucking awesome. But I found this one, and I've used a few iterations of it with different clarities and stuff. And like the first one I had was in the greatest quality, and then LDG of Geeks and Joy, he cleaned this one up really nice. It's nice and crisp and beautiful. We call this the big cock in the sky, just in case you didn't know.
Well, it used to be called something else, but we can't forget.
Yeah, we're not going there. There was this hill that this thing sits on, and there's a so if you're looking at it this direction, over this way, there's a really cool statue called the Scout, and it's an Indian scout on a horse that it's on this cliff and looks out over the city. It's freaking awesome. All the news stations use it, and they all have cameras up there. At one time, though, this hill over this direction used to be where all the guys would have to go to have their
masturbate.
No.
There was
If you needed to find a male companion and you were male, you went up there. And now it has a skate park and some other stuff up there. It's actually kind of
so they're probably still doing it.
No, it's actually a lot cleaner than it used to be up there.
Well, see, it's the World War I memorial now.
Yeah,
it's just covered in spunk.
It is the only World War I memorial in the country, and at one time, well, it's private still, but it is a national memorial now. But it was privately held for years because the guy nobody had a World War I museum, so this was it. I don't know.
So you know some Kansas City lore, so I have to ask you a question. Did they put the cameras at the hill before or after the homosexual activities stopped?
Probably.
Well, they've been up there for.
Good morning, Kansas City. Oh my God.
Probably after. I wouldn't know because most of us didn't go up there until it got cleared up.
But it'd be like 6 o'clock in the morning, turn on the morning news, they show you a picture of the statue up there, and there's just two guys like
leaning up against
ass from behind the statue pumping back and forth.
Yeah.
Turn it off, Bob, turn it off.
Chris, do you remember when the fireman got killed when the
six
big
firefighters
explosion?
won at 6?
Yeah, and it totally vaporized that one fire truck. And that explosion was felt miles and miles.
It vaporized a fire truck?
It vaporized
okay,
a fire.
so,
Jesus Christ.
So we have these, we have this, it's a quarry kind of thing. And they got a call. And this is kind of still a mystery to this day, in a sense, because they got this call. Firefighters went out there, one truck, didn't think anything of it. And I don't remember how much they said was up there, but there was a whole bunch of like fertilizer, kind of like what they did with the Oklahoma City bombings. It was up there. And
also on an FBI watch list. Isn't that weird? Timothy McVeigh. Strange.
It blew up and vaporized everything within like, I think they said a quarter mile.
Climate change strikes again.
Well, it was right when Hillary Clinton was to be indicted too, a week later.
For like 6 years or so after it, they didn't have any leads. And then out of nowhere, I think it was 3 or 4 people they arrested. All of them say they didn't do it. One of them got out for, I can't remember what the reason is. One died in prison, I think, and the other 2 might still be in there or did finally get out. But they still claim innocence. There's lots of people who are on their side that said they didn't do it. So there's a lot of people who believe it's still an unsolved case.
If any of them smoked crack with Hunter Biden, they're all innocent.
No,
right.
Hunter Biden thinks it's too cool for him.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, my bad. Sorry.
You're good.
It's the explosion. It's knocked houses off their foundations and broke windows for miles and away.
Sounds like someone wasn't really doing their job.
Well,
That's most of the world right now.
So here,
Fire trucks
guys.
are tanks. They basically tanks. The bumper on the front of that is essentially armor.
Yeah, here.
Oh
Here,
man, there was nothing left.
Am I allowed
Yeah,
to show this on screen? I don't
Yeah,
think so.
yes, you are.
Okay.
It's that's the fire truck after it was done.
Good God.
And you see everything
still
around
There
it.
was two.
on
Wasn't
my
there two
screen,
fire
good.
trucks? One was vaporized and one was scattered
Well,
for
yeah, I
miles.
can't remember.
If I
There's 6
remember
guys
right.
that died.
Squishy bottom.
That's a freaking.
What?
That's a nuke. Look at that thing.
Yeah, no, I'm
it
going to
was
look and see
huge.
how big it was.
It was huge.
Now, wait till people find out. They're thinking these are shoulder fired or, oh, you shot this from a ship. I'm like, wait till people find out about all the shit that's in orbit above us.
Yeah.
They have no
2020
idea.
So earlier this year, they did another report on it, and it's
Yeah.
watch.
We had
Like
another
Icon from Space Cowboys.
Yeah.
Dude,
We had-
one you can look up that's very well published and been declassified and everything is Rod of God.
They say that security guards may have been involved in it.
Wow.
You can drop a I think it's like a 3-meter tungsten steel rod from orbit, and when it hits the ground, it hits with the force.
The
of
rod from
nuclear
God.
bomb.
It won't burn up.
No,
Remember
but the kinetic energy. Oh my.
Okay.
But imagine how expensive that would be. Tungsten is extremely expensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
so
easy to get a hold of to make a giant rod out of either.
They responded to the construction trailers that were burning. What they didn't know was that the trailers contained tens of thousands of pounds of ammonium nitrate and fuel oil.
Kaboom!
If we had known that, if they had known that, we wouldn't have had 6 men lost.
Ammonium nitrate.
So since it happened, they have a lot of things that they've learned about this. But
So it's like Fight Club.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see here.
Yeah, any sort of nitrate-based ignition source, and have fun. Run.
Yeah, I
Either
should say this,
nitrate,
but you got your
nitrate.
ammonium nitrate and your potassium nitrate that you can use for homemade fireworks.
Well,
actually, it works bathroom cleaner and aluminum foil balls inside of a plastic bottle.
believe it or not, there are some things that I know that actually I have gag orders on that I'm not allowed to talk about.
So give you an idea. Everybody remembers or has seen pictures of the Oklahoma City bombing.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They say that was.
I have the original
2
newspaper
tons.
articles.
They say that was more than 2 tons
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
of ammonium nitrate.
How did he get 2 tons in that fucking
when you
van?
look at that, when you actually go back and look at it, it looks like the walls were blown out, not in.
Yeah.
And then no one talks about, and I remember the earliest reports of this, no one ever talks about John Doe number 2. And I've seen sketch pictures of him on the news before everybody stopped talking about him about 3 or 4 days later. And man, did they put McVeigh to death pretty quick.
Yes, they did. They absolutely did.
The
Very quick.
quickest you could ever put anyone to death.
Like, he's guilty. What's happening? Oh, he's dead. It's like, what?
Yeah. No,
Nothing to see over here, folks.
Nothing to
Was
see
it-
over here. Move
Was
along,
it?
move along.
They said Tuesday is Friday when they killed him, or was it
Yeah.
Thursday? Maybe it was Thursday is Friday.
They got
One
their
of those.
days mixed up that day, Boost. They were like,
Bro,
oh.
right,
bro,
so-
look, bro, you need to
So the-
understand. Like, just go with it. Just roll with it, man. Roll with the punches.
Oklahoma City
Like, don't
bombing.
think about it.
The Oklahoma City bombing was 2 tons. The Kansas City one,
It's a fucking
was
pack
12
van,
tons.
dude. How did that?
How many tons, Chris?
12 tons.
12?
Wow.
So it was 6 times the explosion there.
Dude.
And nobody
So only
knows
6
that
people
outside of
lost their
Kansas
lives.
City. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember the day it happened. I was with
Oh,
my
I do
father,
too.
and my dad was like, "What the hell was that?" I mean, because it was. I mean, like for instance, if the New Mandarin Fault in Missouri were to let loose, it's the largest active fault for.
Okay, I used to drive a 26-foot moving van for a company. You'd think they can carry a lot of tonnage. It's actually just more for space.
Mhm.
A 26-foot truck if you put 10,000 pounds in there, you're breaking the axle. It's not going to hold over that. So that's kind of strange. You got 2 tons in a vehicle, and that's the big one. His was 10 foot. It was a 10-foot pack van U-Haul
box truck. Yeah.
That's like half a ton. I don't understand how you got 2 tons in that thing.
No, I don't know if you guys know that though. That's new manager's fault.
Well, again, we go back to what I was saying. It's like a week later was when Hillary Clinton was supposed to be invited, and Timothy McVeigh was on a watch list. So how did he get 2 tons in that fucking U-Haul, which I know for a fact can't carry that much weight?
When they say that somebody's on a watch list, what it means is they're actually helping them do this so they can foil their own plot because the FBI is capable of actually solving a crime that they're not involved in.
Like the Boogaboo Boys?
I'll translate it better. Watch list is like pay-per-view. We watched them and they were like, hey, look, hand me the popcorn.
Oh, hashtag everybody on the stream didn't eat themselves.
Not Ramos, because Ramos was actively talking to them.
If the new
so was the guy in New York City when he shot up the subway.
It would destroy half the country.
It's getting to a point like the majority of people are like rapidly waking up to
people are starting to wake up
going on for centuries. Like we're starting to hit that point, like almost like an epoch event where humanity's waking up and
you saw
taking a good long look in the mirror, and a lot of us aren't liking what we're seeing.
You saw the FBI and the news media stop talking about that New York City subway shooter. As soon as people went, how did he get the gun there? Why was he showing up? These people look like that's fake blood. No one's panicking when there's gunshots. And then the media just dropped the story.
Boy, that didn't last long, did it?
No, there's less than a week. There's less than a week. It's a mass shooting in New York City, one of the quote-unquote safest cities in America, number 2 right behind Chicago. There's a mass shooting on a subway in New York City, and they went, shit, they figured it out. Stop talking about stuff. Climate change. I'm sorry, politics. My bad.
Right.
It was Colonel Mustard and the conservatory with the wrench.
A lot of people, put simply, they're starting to realize that they have eyes to see and ears to hear. Period.
Well, I think they're starting to hopefully realize that the internet is a thing and we don't just get our information directly from them.
Right.
Yes.
Read a book.
Read a book. What's a book?
It's literally, it's question.
It's like a blog that doesn't have moving pictures.
Reminds me of the Tick.
Like, you don't have to be a conspiracy theorist. All you got to do is just dig through history. Like, there's
lies, conspiracy.
No, I'm going to tell you this right here.
Listen to him.
You just have to ask questions. As soon as you start asking questions,
I'm going to give you some deep knowledge from the other side, bro. There's 3 sides to every story. There's that side, this side, and there's the truth in the middle of all that bullshit.
That's how I found
out. I don't want you to know that, bro. Return of the Frogs freaking gay.
Honestly, that's how I found out freaking Titanic was like doomed from the
Hi, Maura.
I'll be right
She
back.
said she'd be right back.
Be right back.
Yeah. I did a little bit of digging as a kid, and I was like, ooh. I was like, Titanic is a dude.
When did she say that? She never said that.
No. BRB means belly rub baby. That's right.
Belly rub baby.
Yeah. Rub my belly, baby.
There she is. Duty. I love it.
Hey, remember the guy who put all the women into barrels? Chris, remember that story?
I mean, they're still right over here. I mean, oh shit. Never mind. Anyways, I remember the guy who put the people in the barrels.
Chris is like, I had to stop doing it. My garage was getting cluttered.
Yeah.
Probably like, what the hell?
Man, there's only so much Febreze can do. I'm telling you.
Febreze.
The odor eliminator.
That's why you're supposed to use lime.
What's oh shit? Yeah.
All right, H.H. Holmes.
Muriatic acid, sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid.
Is it Edwardsville?
Yeah,
lime is easier to get than hydraulic acid.
I forget how many there was.
Hydrochloric acid is pretty easy to get. They use it in pools.
Yeah, I can get
hydrochloric acid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hydrochloric acid.
No, I can get 50 gallon.
One of the women that they thought he killed.
Hard to find it because several people around here have done it.
I mean, you're going to be on a tracking list if you purchase it flat out.
If you're anywhere near Southern California, look up Berman Industries.
Robinson.
You can order a lot of shit through them.
Yeah.
That
they thought he killed the baby. Turns out he gave the baby to his brother.
Ugh.
A dingo, my baby.
You can get muriatic acid really easy too. I used to have a friend that his parents owned a pool cleaning store. You can get muriatic acid like nothing. You're not going to be on a watch list or anything either. I think it's hydrochloric acid.
Happens to be watching this. If you haven't watched this yet, if you're now just tuning in, we're not talking about weird shit. We saw some David Lynch today, and
I took chemistry class in high school. This is all chemistry.
Well, no, remember you guys were laughing about this. You were like, because you know me, you're on a watch list and everything. Probably because I was in a program called AT when I was a kid. That became the GATE program later on.
Do you want me to tell you the truth, people?
What?
No.
And we're all dumbasses. Just about everybody has some sort of FBI file. That's the way it is.
Not me.
And
no. I bet you do.
Raquel, you say that, but I
you do now, Raquel.
Raquel, you're a peddler of false info. You don't even realize it.
Yeah.
All your friends were all evil, red flaggers and all that.
Fedorable, have you ever heard of Piranha Solution? I think it's called Piranha Solution.
Must be DB Cooper.
Is it bromelain?
No, it's sulfuric acid and hydrogen peroxide. It will eat anything. It is ridiculous,
dude. I think that's the shit they use.
Raquel, bring up a video of that if you're.
I think that's what they use.
Bring up a video of acid.
It's nuts.
I can't.
Video of acid.
Will give you a copyright claim.
Roll that beautiful that cyanide footage. Like, go ahead, roll it.
Boosh, if I remember correctly, they use that to bleach concrete pools.
It'll eat concrete, man. That stuff's nasty.
Well, no, it's supposed to, and then you have to refinish and seal it and everything afterwards. But about every 15
seconds,
you have to do that to concrete pools.
So those little magnetic pills they put in the bottom of beakers to spin. They put it on a what the hell's it called? Whatever it is, there's a magnet in there that spins the little pill around to keep it stirring. The thing, that thing.
Yeah,
centrifugal.
Not a centrifuge, but
that's it.
But there's a little metal pill you put in the bottom of a beaker, and on top of this machine that has a magnet in it, it'll spin to create a whirlpool effect with the solution. So they may use it depending on the concentration. Like sulfuric acid with hydrogen peroxide, it eats everything, and the odors that come off of it will burn your lungs. It's crazy.
I know.
Tonight on chemistry, kids.
No, I grew up burning lungs. We had
does anybody remember the chemistry sets you used to get? You used to be able to buy it like Toys R Us and stuff.
Sure.
Yes.
That if I
had a grip of those.
Really, you could blow shit up and kill people with this stuff.
Oh yeah.
Well,
those were
lawn darts were fun and games.
You
used to throw them up in the air and try to get out of the way.
That's murder.
Now
what was the one? It was like a hose, and
back then we were having fun.
It was like a straight hose that came up, and then there was a loose thing flopping around, and you plug it into the faucet on the side of the house, and it just spin around. If you got hit by that thing, you're going to the hospital.
Talking about loose things flopping around now, are we?
What are you showing?
Well, I'm trying to show a cat, but she keeps moving around.
So. Kitty.
Cats will do that. It's nighttime.
My dog's passed out. He's dead. Not
yet.
Wait. There she is.
I see her.
Finally picked her up.
My dog had some chicken legs for dinner.
I liked how Little Chef was arguing with you last night about the beer.
Seriously, little fucker. So I went to PetSmart and they have this doggy beer that's made just for dogs. So I bought him a bottle. He enjoyed it, and
He's
so
too
I
young.
decided. No, I mean, hey, they have it in like little increments. I gave him like a little bit at a time. He's not an alcoholic, okay? Not yet.
Not yet, anyway.
I'm building his.
Like I gotta build his tolerance. Yeah, you gotta build tolerance before you.
I'm turning him into an alcoholic.
You wanted that beer bad last night.
Yeah, and then last night I was like, "Fuck, I kind of wanted a beer," so I had one. And then I gave him a sip of my first one, and then it was like last night. Jesse's like, "Oh, let's stream," so I had another one, and yeah, he was determined, little fucker.
No more camera time for you. You keep knocking my shit off.
Like he was straight up determined, and he got pissed and decided to like let everybody in the world.
Too.
He did. He's got problems.
He's got
well, he's Chihuahua and Pug. He's like he's a shit talking Mexican stuck in a Chinaman's body.
But he's so fucking smart.
Or a Chinaman stuck in a fucking Mexican's body.
Two smallest breeds on the planet and put them together. I'm not happy with my life, Chef.
Exactly. So we've been gone for the last almost 2 weeks, right? So the other night I make chicken, and I just, I don't think about it. I just leave it out there instead of like putting it in the oven or wherever. Just, you eat a little and you put the rest somewhere where the cat can't get it. And then I go in the kitchen and the cat has got a chicken on the floor. I was like, crap. He got the chicken.
If anybody else wants to partake of what we were talking about earlier, the link is in the private chat. It's not loaded up yet, though. So
it's a dick pic.
6 more minutes to finish it. Listen, I'd share that on stream if I had them.
Let's not do that.
My little kitty cat.
Not gonna knock that shit out there before you get it out there.
My little kitty cat's passed out. I gave her some ham tonight.
You gave her some ham beer?
Huh?
Ham's beer?
No, it's just ham. Wow. I don't know what kind of ham.
Hams.
Boar's Head, best. From like Boar's Head, Black Forest ham, best on the planet.
Do they even have hams anymore?
Dude,
we're not gonna next year. They're not gonna exist next year.
All the aggression the United States has right now, I'm like, how we release this? We have millions of wild pigs that need to be culled. Dude, people get out there and go hunt, get all tribal and like go all predator style and everything. Go for it. Nothing will bring people together like a good old fashioned, pig feast.
Greetings,
hey, Dr.
I would say other, the buck oriented word, but not my stream.
But you know what? Here in the great state of Florida, hogs are always open season.
Yes, they are.
I think they are pretty much
because they are a nuisance.
Texas, they changed it so that they're now not seasonal. You can get them whenever you can.
If you go on the Department of Homeland Security's website, they're actually, I think, top 3 threats to the United States infrastructure.
Did you hear that?
I think I think Joe Biden is the biggest threat.
Stay away from politics. No politics.
No politics.
Thank you.
I'm gonna shoot my damn hand off.
Down, boy. Down.
Fed, you can't set me up like that, man.
So what are the top 2? So what are the top 2 then?
Humans.
Green energy is number 1.
Did you hear that they actually want invasive species?
Would you like the actually empirical evidence-based version or the politicized version?
Quit using those big words. My head hurts.
I know, and my balls feel like they've been stomped. So
empirical just means factually based. It's not a big word.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, we already heard that.
That was awesome.
They really did.
Do you see why I do not open my mouth very often?
Yeah, Fed, you softball them in there like that. I'm gonna knock it out, man.
I freaking love it. I love that.
We love you, Fed.
I got questions, bro. I have a million questions, and
your questions are
just a bit outside.
Yeah, a lot outside. They tend to lead to places that other people do not want it to go.
That announcer is the best part of Major League. I don't care what anyone says.
Listen.
Dude, I love that movie.
If you think that by threatening me you can get me to be your slave, well...
You're right.
Top secret. Right. Is that top secret?
No, that is not top secret.
It's for genius.
No, that's real genius.
Real genius.
Which people don't know this by now. This is where I got my last name from. Because my favorite line of that movie, and I have yet to put it on one of my little clips there, is they're sitting and they're taking a test, and he looks over at one of the people in the movie, and he says, "Hey, Kent, do you mind if I name my first kid after you?" And Kent looks at him and says, "Really?" He says, "Yeah, Dipshit Knight has a nice ring to it." I loved that so much that it stuck with me this day. So since my real first name is Chris, I took Knight as a moniker for whenever I DJ'd and other things like that. And
Dipshit Knight.
Yep.
Kent, is that the one where they took his car apart and rebuilt it inside of his room? That's so great.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
Fuck it. Do it live.
Bill O'Reilly right there.
Here we. Great movie.
Great joke.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Fucking movie.
Great Joker for sure.
I don't know if
I thought you didn't watch the rest of it, Raquel.
I didn't see the third film.
Oh, you don't need to. Don't worry about
no,
it.
you don't. Yeah, it's not terrible. People hate
Exile
it. I don't think
or
it's that bad.
death. Exile or
that
death.
whole scene was stupid. Oh, that was awful.
Would you like exile or death? It's like right now I want.
It's basically saying there's more criminals in New York City than there are civilians, which is true now, but it's probably not true back then.
Like literally, I was like, at that scene. I was like, just give me death. I don't give a shit. Death. Let's go. Because this movie. Shit.
First,
I'd strived for so many years. You know, I dealt with this issue that I had for years and years of trying to figure out how to say something without actually putting so much exertion behind it. And I forgot that I did have this. It's my secret. I don't have to say anything to tell people.
Yeah, I've been doing that since like 1995. He's not special.
No, I'm just saying I don't have to do anything. So it's right there.
Kitty.
Mortal Kombat!
Oh, that's Mortal Kombat?
Fireball.
No, is that
Flawless?
That's Mortal Kombat.
Flawless victory.
Is that?
All I gotta say,
I know the first time I saw that was at a drive-in down in El Cajon, down in San Diego.
I thought
So
it
that's
was
not,
That's not a knife.
That's a
That's
knife.
a knife.
That's a knife.
That's a knife.
Hold on, I was gonna say.
Sword.
Pulled out a K-bar.
I was gonna say, are we showing off
That
knives?
is not a
No,
K-bar. That is
I-
a giant Bowie knife.
I
got
got
a tomahawk pipe. Does that count?
I got a few knives.
Now
Yeah,
I
got some
have to
knives.
kill all of you.
Scrooge is one of the best Christmas movies of all time.
I haven't seen that one, and I haven't. No,
You
I
haven't seen anything. I know.
No, I haven't seen it. But I have a question. Is that that Mortal Kombat movie? Is that the original or
That was the
is
first
that-
one.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, that's the
Okay, so
first
it's
one.
not. It's
Wait,
not the
wait,
recent
come
one.
on.
No.
Wait, what?
No.
Which one?
No. I was wondering.
Go ahead.
I thought it was
two
the
of them.
recent Mortal Kombat
recent
movie.
Mortal Kombat? What?
No.
Chris is
No.
being
The
silly.
recent Mortal Kombat movie?
Please, someone pick up on it.
Yeah, there's no.
I thought
there's no
so,
Mortal
yeah.
Kombat. There's only one. There's
The
only
recent
one. Yeah,
No,
there's only one.
well, there's two. There was that second one that was like they need to go back and redo the graphics because they redid.
Yeah,
Every
that
so bad.
CGI was shit. The second.
Hey,
one.
Hey,
Saunders.
nobody.
Hey, nobody.
I watched the new one, and I will say this: it wasn't like It was horrible. I just hated the fact that they created a character they didn't need to create.
Let's
they
be
had
honest.
so much going for
It was literal plot armor.
Let's be honest. The opening 10 minutes was the best part of that fucking film.
Hands down. I thought it was going to be like that forever, and then
it was going to.
It was so promising, and then they went.
Because I really thought that was going to be the tone of the movie, and I was like, "Let's go!" Like
it was like, "Oh, he's got the symbol of the dragon, and he's one of the warriors." I'm like, "Who? Who is this? Wait, what are you talking about? Who is he?"
I was like, "Who is this Cole?"
Yeah, like
you remember when they're walking through the desert, like they're actively looking for the Mortal Kombat tournament, and Liu Kang comes up and he says, "I've been looking for you." No, you haven't. They went from the United States to the fucking desert to find you, and you just popped up and said, "I've been looking for you."
It is uploaded, and if anybody else in this group wants the link, it's right there.
Nice. Wait, are you going to strike? Are you going to copyright strike us, bro? If we replay it on here?
Look at Fed. He's like, "I want to watch this movie right now."
So there is a Mortal. So there is a Mortal Kombat movie that came out last year.
I was kidding.
There was one.
I know there was.
Okay.
I said
it's just not. I mean, there's some cool stuff in it. It's not like whoever the fuck the new character was. It's like, what the? Why are we doing this?
His ability was shit. His ability was shit. He's like, let me get angry.
Everything about him was shit. His acting was terrible. His dialogue was terrible. His story was terrible.
Really? Another shit fucking knockoff of Hulk?
Hey, nobody. Yeah, they call me nobody. Do me a favor. Really quick. If you're on Twitter, please message me.
He's not on Twitter. No.
He's not on Twitter.
No. What is he on?
Gilded.
Crap.
Oh, yeah, Gilded.
What the fuck?
It said YouTube. He's on YouTube. I can see him right there. He's right there.
Dude,
Listen, if anybody has his email address, I'm trying to get a hold of you. You were on Name That Tune. If you'd like to be on Name That Tune this season, we're getting ready to start the season back up. And you were one of the people who tried out, and I'm more than welcome to let you come back on and be on one of the regular episodes.
Nice.
I just need to get in contact with you. So if you hear this, which you're here, so I hope you hear this, please get a hold of me some way. Here, Raquel, put this in the chat.
Oh, Doc Foreman, that is something I was trying to mention. That my cousin, her boyfriend has family members that rent out chopper trips to go do that.
That's my email. You can put it up there so he can get it.
Like, this isn't something they were like talking about weird crap, on the internet kind of stuff. Like, this actually happens. I've met people that do this. They rent out the helicopter. They take them around to go shoot wild dogs out of a helicopter. It's crazy.
Guys, I do have to go.
So much fun.
Oh man, it was good having you.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Listen, I love to come on streams with people. It's just right now I just took a new job as the entertainment supervisor at the casino I work at, and I'm getting bands booked and stuff, and I'm trying to get all this stuff started back up because our concert venue is opening back up, but I'm the only one that's doing like 6 people's jobs because the 6 people who used to do it that got fired or quit because of the thing
Lots
that
of
happened.
If the price is right, I'll come work for you, man.
Because of that monkeypox, man.
No, I mean, no, seriously.
The price is not right. I'll tell you, I'm getting.
I've been an audio engineer for over 20 years.
You know what, man? I have seen you online on YouTube for a couple of years. Finally, nice to meet you in person. So,
well, I mean, you used to be on Pete's. You used to go on Pete's channel, if I remember right, back in the day.
I was pretty wasted most of the time. So, like,
well, no, I've seen you on there. I've seen you on there, and I know that I'm trying to remember. Have I seen you on Fat Steven's channel before?
A couple times. Like, I get around, but I try and keep it low key because, like, a lot of stuff I talk about, I realize people are trying to monetize their channels and grow their audiences. So it's like, how do I put this delicately? I don't want to shit in somebody else's house. You know what I mean?
Listen. On Sundays when I do my weekly wrap up, we talk about some crazy stuff. We play Jackbox games. Weird, crazy stuff comes up on there. And they finally stop. They finally stop every Sunday. 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. That's 2 p.m. Pacific for you crazy hippies out there. I'm just no, but we do it every Sunday. Everybody's welcome. Not necessarily. There's only like 8 people allowed in the panels for that. Right. But you can come on. I mean, I can have 10 people on at one time, and we can talk and bullshit, and you can play in the audience. You can come watch, play in the audience, whatever you want to do. But they used to sit there and tell me that my monetization was limited because of what we were doing, and I would
the
always
Jackbox thing. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Oh well, you don't know what we do.
You don't know Jack.
No. Just come Sunday and watch and or play and come on the panel and play, and you will see exactly where this goes. Anyways, they used to say, "Oh, it's limited because of the thing, whatever." We're not sure if it's appropriate for the and I would argue it every time and win every time. They stopped doing it. They're like, "Screw it." Send the thing saying.
I used to watch Achievement Hunter, and they were doing that like every Sunday or Saturday or something, and they would have people on the panel, and they would have their audience of like 1,000 watching, and they'd go and they'd play Jackbox games.
Yeah, Rooster Teeth is going down the tubes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, they used to do exactly what Chris Knight is talking about, and they talked about things that were very, very off color. They never had any monetization issues. They never had their shows get strike.
But you guys are more than welcome. Right there's my channel in case you don't know in the private chat. You can come tomorrow. I don't have it actually set up yet. Sometimes I set it up on Saturday nights. I'm not going to bother tonight with it. I'll have it set up tomorrow morning probably. And you guys are more than welcome every Sunday. I call it the weekly wrap up.
I appreciate it.
We have a good time, fun and games. We play first off. We start with 2 rounds of What's the Dub, which is basically Mystery Science Theater.
Oh, that's funny as hell.
And then we go into Jackbox games from anything to Quiplash to Split the Room, which is basically Lick the Cat or the Cat Licks You, whatever. Fibbage.
Fibbage is great. Fibbage is so much fun.
Murder Trivia Party.
Murder Trivia Party is great.
I suck at that game.
Hey, but it's not.
Do you have these, Raquel?
Yeah, I
we should have been doing this the whole damn time. I mentioned this like years ago.
I've been down to Chris' channel playing these games. I haven't been there for a bit, but I know what he's talking about.
But we could be doing it on like late night shenanigans on Raquel's channel.
I don't have Jackbox.
Okay,
so you just said you did.
One of these times,
I played Jackbox, but I don't have.
One of these times, Raquel, when do you do the late night shenanigans?
I usually do it Thursdays. But I'm thinking since Slasher is moving his watch party onto Thursdays now, I might move it to either Wednesday or Friday. I'm not quite sure yet.
Let me know, and I'll come on one day and we'll play Jackbox.
All right.
Here.
Okay, sounds good.
Next one who says shenanigans gets pistol whipped. Anyways. You know that movie?
Hey, Farva, what's that place you really like with the goofy stuff on the wall and the mozzarella sticks? Oh, you mean shenanigans? Oh!
I love that. Actually, here, I'll show you. So I go on, and I'll play this for yours too, because if you guys know Mary Mayhem, she does a shenanigans show. But so years ago, I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I got to do this. So I have my own shenanigans background. Some people out here, goddamn, I'll come out here. Some
hey,
people
Alistair.
Some of us are masters.
Hey, Murder Hornet returns.
That was actually a fun show when she had that.
She still does. She
does?
Yeah, it just she's changed some of the stuff she's done with it, and so whatever. But no, I've got this one, and then I have like the whole like meme of that scene from Super Troopers on here. I forget. I haven't played this.
I watched her for several months and kind of fell off for
several months. Yeah. I mean, after about a year or so.
I'm trying to see. I mean, I made
maybe like 6 months for me or something like that. And
see, but I knew Mary from way back. You know, like so us old timers here on YouTube back in the day of Google Hangouts. We would do shenanigans on there, and basically it was just, what would you call it? Like just yo mama jokes and things like that. It's just a good time. We all got around and did that.
But she still does that.
Yeah, no, yeah, I know. And I've known Mary for now 4 years, and so she's a great person. I don't know, some people don't like the stuff she does. Whatever, not everybody's stuff is everybody's cup of tea, so it's whatever. Yeah, but I will play this for your Funhouse Shenanigans also, because it is a shenanigans background. It's a shenanigans background, and that's why I have it, because I declare shenanigans.
Stop saying shenanigans.
Well, when I thought of the name, I didn't know she had the exact same name.
No, he's not stealing. You're not stealing shenanigans. You can't steal shenanigans.
You know what?
I'm
going to copyright that tomorrow.
Exactly, Brian.
Now you just have to pay me.
When I was thinking of the name, I didn't know she had that name, so I twisted it around a little bit. That's what I'm saying.
I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's Nanny Shegans on Raquel's channel.
Nanny Shegans.
It's like Mary Poppins, except really, really drunk.
Nanny, she's Irish, isn't she?
I haven't watched Mary for a while, and there's a lot of channels that I've stopped interacting with because, again, I'm no kind of like type of energy I drag around with me. So it's anybody that's trying to do something like more positive with their channel, if you notice, just kind of.
You mean like Raquel?
I respect that. I want to see more of that in the world, and I'm okay with just kind of like fading off into the background.
Daily Dose of Internet is always great to watch if you want some good stuff, just funny and heartfelt stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing good, Alistair. How are you?
Nanny Shegans.
What is that hot fuzz behind you?
No, that's Super Troopers.
Yes, this is Super Troopers.
Hot fuzz is Ross and smoking the ganja,
dude. Oh my god! No.
Cool. And
I'm sorry to hear that.
The next person who says shenanigans is Crystal with. And then the next one I have is
just get a large farva. I don't want a large farva. I want a goddamn liter cola. Do we have liter cola?
Dude,
give me some goddamn cola.
I love that name, Murder Hornet Returns. Like, what the hell happened to the Murder Hornets?
For real, they were here.
I was so looking forward to that terror campaign, and then they just yanked it right out from underneath us. It was like
they couldn't handle it.
It was like huge cock teeth. Oh, sorry.
See, here's the thing:
it was full of shit. They were trying to distract.
Huge bait and switch.
They came to the United States and they said, "Nope, we're out."
Past a certain point, as you go south, the climate's too hot for the murder hornets.
We killed.
Well, people in Michigan are like, you know what? We have those here already. What are you talking about?
Raquel, I'm really trying.
You're doing good, Thud. You're doing good.
He's biting that tongue.
Give him a treat. He's doing so well. He deserves a treat.
Yes, he does. He earns a treat and a little pet.
A little pet on the head. Oh.
Rub my belly.
Listen and wake up. That's the treat. Hey, listen and wake up.
Did you tell everybody about you getting proposed to the other night?
Oh, God.
Told me I was hammered Wednesday, and Moira and Raquel said, "Hey, come join this stream." I'm like, "Okay." that was
I honestly, I don't know why anybody invites me to their streams because I'm like a walking liability.
I know why they
for
did.
Most of them.
There's a good reason why they did. And I think I did exactly what they wanted me to do. They used me like a tool, and I loved it.
You tool.
So I went on this.
So you like getting pegged, right?
That's not what a tool does. Yeah. The tool does the pegging, like a nail and a hammer. You understand? The nail is the thing getting pegged. I'm the tool. I'm the hammer.
Let Raquel tell her story about getting proposed.
Okay, my bad.
So I went on this live stream. Murray Kitty, Murray Kitty was there, so she knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So this guy was hitting on Murray Kitty first.
And I was like, wrong tree you're barking up there, buddy.
Yeah,
listen, guys. Don't talk about me in front of my face. Wait till I leave, please.
Oh, you're still here.
So
yeah, weren't you leaving? Go to work.
So she wasn't biting because I told the guy that she has a boyfriend. So he turns his attention towards me. So when he first heard me,
with no hesitation, not even a warm up.
Jesus.
No, so when he first heard my voice, he kind of spazzed out a bit.
It was cute though, because you do have a cute voice. I mean, he's not wrong. That's the only part he was correct about. Everything else with this shit.
Yeah, and then he's like Raquel might be my wife, okay? And then
Might
be. Hey, nobody. You like Schism by Tool? It's a pretty good
one.
He
doesn't remember if he did or didn't marry you, and you don't remember if he did or didn't marry you.
There's 2 questions he asked me. The first one was, "Do you want to have my baby?"
42.
That's his pickup line. Hey, you want to get fucking pregnant?
Yeah, that was his line, I guess.
Yeah. I know the guy was
first one. The other one was how to make it.
I know he was drunk and he was trying to woo me by asking that question. Yeah, that's an automatic no.
Yeah,
but if you ever wondered what if you ever wondered what the sexual internal thoughts of somebody who's been in jail for 10 years, that's probably what it sounds like.
The second question that he asked me, he asked me.
Show the clip.
He asked me if I was a tranny because it was hard to tell.
What the fuck?
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
I'm like, huh?
Oh, he's probably thinking you're refusing to have my child. You're clearly a tranny. That's probably his line of thought. Okay, so the whole thing about saying he's drunk.
It's like
saying he's drunk really that doesn't mean anything.
He was drunk. He was drunk.
Okay, but that's regardless. Okay, so he's like that all the time. That's what he thinks all the time. It just when he has alcohol, his inhibition to prevent him from saying something like "have my baby" goes away.
Actually,
so you can't use alcohol as a defense for this man because that's what he's like.
Drunk words or sober thoughts is what I said.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
No. Those are definitely drunk thoughts too. Like how do I hit on someone? Am I get pregnant?
Yeah.
What was his handle?
His handle?
His handle was "I want to get Raquel
son
pregnant."
of a bitch.
I don't want to talk to the guy. So
no.
I'll do it. I'll absolutely do it.
I don't want
to. Loneliest man on YouTube was his screen name.
It's Sinatra.
You said fucking words like I'll say it. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm gonna get me in trouble, Maria.
It's not going to get you in trouble.
Are you kidding? We should show the video clip. We should show the video clip. It's probably public view on this channel anyway.
With an F, Chris. With an F.
Yeah, it's like Sinatra, but with an F.
Sinatra, like, listen, I can't steal Frank or Sinatra. I'll just put them together.
Phenomena.
That's exactly
correct. Anyways, guys.
Phenomena. Yes.
Chris, very nice meeting you. That was a lot of fun, man. Thanks for coming.
I'm gonna watch that movie.
I try to tell a lot of useless information, and
I'm gonna watch that movie too.
For real, tomorrow I'm gonna jump on the stream and go, "What the fuck did you make me watch?"
Yeah, nobody. That's what I'm talking about. Nobody. They've always been there. It's not like
tomorrow. Okay, your assignment is to watch The Lost Highway tonight, or Lost Highway. I'm sorry, not the Lost Highway.
I'd like to sleep tonight. I'm probably gonna watch it in the morning with my coffee.
We'll just watch what's going on, rub one out, and you'll go to sleep.
Yeah, there are a lot of morning scenes in that with coffee and cigarettes, and I'm going to tell you, that's not going to make it any better. You can watch it tonight and probably be okay and sleep it off and just think it was all about drink. Tomorrow morning, you're going to think, why am I watching this? Why am I I can't turn away. What the hell is wrong with me? Anyway.
You have to watch it tonight. Homework.
No.
It's your homework.
Homework. Your job is everything you watch tomorrow, you have to come up with witty puns that have to relate back to Lost Highway and use them tomorrow during Jackbox or What's It Up.
Mine would be like, so, hey, you ever rip your wife in half?
Yeah.
For real, that'd be all I got. I'd be like,
if your assignment, if
I'm at your house right now.
Or just like call me.
Yeah.
Evil laugh. Insert evil laugh here.
That's probably where Sinatra was gonna go before he got cut off. Was, hey, can I rip you in half?
Oh, I can hear the word. I was just wondering if my echo is working or not.
So this guy literally, he proposed to you marriage. Dude, that's a horrible way.
And then they brought me in, and he ran away.
He didn't propose.
I think it was something along the lines, well, you have my baby. And then he was like, oh my God, I want to fuck you. Or fuck me, please. That's what he said.
Wow.
Fuck me, please.
Yeah, and then he asked the question, "Are you a tranny?" Because it's hard to tell.
That's what women like. They like begging and then being called names. That's
like, yeah, fuck me, please. Are you a tranny? I don't know what's wrong with you. I'm trying.
It always works for me.
Like, what the?
Jesus, Chef, you're killing me. Stop it.
Wow. Wow.
Like, is that your...
I'm just trying to wrap my head around this to make
Is
sure
this
I
your
got all
best?
the facts
Is
straight.
this is your best pickup line? Like, really?
For real. Like when I'm blackout drunk, I've got better material than that. Like,
I mean, I'm
right?
sorry.
You can't blame it on alcohol.
I can come up with better shit when I'm drunk trying to pick up a chick. I'd be like,
Oh,
"Look,
yeah.
I think any of us.
they go, what? It's like, my number.
Or you start out by going, so what do you do for work? Well, I already know Raquel's a drug smuggler, but he could ask, be polite.
It's like, what do you do for work? I'm a smuggler. Smuggler of what? Drugs.
Nope.
And then they go, ooh, hi.
I can't show the clip.
You could have shined him on and been like,
I mean,
smuggling someone else's dick.
I can show it in the back. I can show it in the back row, but I can't show it on here.
Well, that.
All right, when we end the stream, you can show them because that shit is fucking hilarious.
Why can't you show the clip here?
Because of YouTube.
We're on YouTube.
You can show clips. People show each other's clips of their channels all the time.
It's from your channel.
Clips.
I know, but I still,
especially if it's that short part where he's like begging you to do it.
If it's consent on someone else's channel, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raquel lives in Texas. It's one party consent state here.
I don't have the consent from this live stream that
you don't need to. You were there, right?
If it's public, it's fair game.
Legally, you do not have to get permission from them if you
and
were
you're
there.
Involved in the stream.
Correct.
Do you know how to use OBS?
YouTube's not going to be like, oh yeah, we're actually based in Denmark, so you're not allowed to do it. No, fuck that. No, you're in Texas. The law applies to you.
Oh yeah, let me send you a link, Nobby. Hold on a minute.
Nobody wants to laugh his ass off. I want to laugh my ass off. I want to see it. Chef, you want to see this?
I want to see it that
That's fucking peer pressure. Peer pressure right now. DL, get on our side.
I've seen it.
That's not helpful.
I mean, shit. I was an ass of myself last night on Jesse's stream. I was drunk as shit. I don't remember what happened. I don't know what was said.
Y'all were fucked up. I saw
high as shit.
A little bit of that. Like
I don't know.
more than marijuana there. I thought there was some alcohol flowing around that channel.
Yeah, I don't remember what happened.
I remember Lindsay going, I don't know what the hell's happening right now. I was just like, I've been there.
I just remember Lindsay wanted to fuck some guy, and I was like, dude, that dude's ugly. I was like, what's wrong with you? Oh, I remember that. I do remember that, but I just don't remember who it was about. I was like,
probably Henry Cavill, and Chef's like, I don't give a fuck. He's ugly.
Dr. Forbin was tanked.
Everybody was tanked. Last night was rough.
I might have been the only sober one.
You and Jesse.
I was.
Well, no, never mind.
Jesse was not sober. Jesse was not sober. I think Fed, you were on there last night too, right?
Yeah, for a minute.
Drinking Rolling Rock.
It was a good night. It was a good night.
Yeah, I was on there for a little bit, but yeah, my internet crashed out. I didn't get it back. I don't know, until sometime. I stayed up until about 11 and finally went to sleep, and I guess sometime during the night it came back on.
You guys started at what, 9 East time?
Yeah,
something like that.
I started watching. I was kind of fading.
Jesse sent me a link. Oh yeah, because I was playing Mafia and I was talking to Shredder, and then Jesse sent me a text, and I was like, I gotta go. And he's like, okay. He's all, I'm gonna play Red Dead and kill people. I was like, you do that.
Doc, you were kind of hammered, brother. Poor Jesse's trying to like get a sentence out, and Doc's just really hard trying to ask a question.
I do remember.
I remember.
I do remember we looked at my Twitter because I had some shit on there. I was like, "Hey, let's look at my Twitter account."
All Doc wanted to do was ask a question, and he just couldn't. All Jesse wanted to do was complete a sentence, and he just couldn't. And I was watching it, going, "Oh, this is great, man."
Yeah, just Doc was trying to ask Doku about financial questions.
Entertainment.
Yeah, I swear to God.
That was one of those. I feel like I'm playing cards with my sister's kids or something. Jesus Christ.
Well, most of the time I feel like the brain gremlin from Gremlins 2, where he's sitting there, he's talking about watching street theater and all the free entertainment that humanity provides with their bad behavior. I'm like, right on, brother. I know, right? What you talking about?
They went so goofy with the second one, but I love it.
So uncivilized. I love that.
The electrical gremlin, that was like, are you kidding me? Like, no, that's stupid, but I loved it. It was great.
I like the female gremlin. That bitch.
She's coming down on like a moon, lowering from the ceiling, and she's like blowing kisses. Oh, like, I don't know how I feel about this, man. There's some weird shit going on here.
Weird shit.
She has boobs. Oh my God, she has boobs.
I got everybody laughing.
Hashtag love is love, right?
Like, everybody's laughing their ass off. I'm sitting there confused as hell as a kid going, what is going on? Like, I don't know.
Fedorable's correct. Also, you live in Texas. I know Texas law enough that you'll be fine.
Texas.
Can't do it in California. Can't do it in New York. But if you record someone without the consent in those states, the courts can allow it, which is fucked up. Because the law should be applied equally, correct? It's not.
I broke the law, and the law won.
The law bit me over a barrel.
Well, yeah, the official status quo where the law is concerned is broke because everybody's arguing technicalities and, I guess asking questions, but at the same time they're applying a lot of, it's like this one. I'm like, wait a minute, there's actually a law against this. I think it's Section 3, where you're not allowed to go to Supreme Court justices' homes and
no, you're not.
Protest.
It's a violation of federal law. Yep. You can't tell people where they live. That's a violation of federal law.
Right.
It's like taking someone's mail out of their mailbox. That's a federal law. That's a felony.
Why isn't that law being enforced?
You know why? I just told you. Because the law's not being applied equally.
Right, exactly. Everybody knows why.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody has the balls to stand up and punch the other motherfucker in the face and tell them.
We're getting in the realm. Sorry, we're getting into the realm. Sorry. We are.
You're getting close to that edge. You're getting to the edge.
I'm sorry, but
I felt it. My brain said, "Say this right now," and then I went, "No."
One step closer to the edge, and I'm about to bike.
Sorry.
Bet no, I'm on the same page with you. I knew we were
I'm just
going.
Gonna sit here and eat my tikka masala.
Show the clip is what we're saying. We're saying show the clip. Show the clip. Raquel, show the clip.
Do it,
please. I'll be your best friend.
I'll never ask for a bag of Skittles ever again.
I'll be your best friend too.
I'm just lying. I just ate a bag of Skittles today, so yeah, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I can't lie to myself like that. I like Skittles.
I get kicked off of Twitter for 24 hours for telling Marjorie Taylor Greene to suck my dick.
Dude, I tell her that all the time. I tell her that all the time. Nothing happens.
It turns out there were some political things that came out about her during 2020 that I really didn't agree with.
I tell a lot of people that on Twitter. Nothing happens.
You're a fucking lying hypocrite. Suck my dick, you stupid bitch. I haven't. Hang on. Let me look at exactly what I said. This is Wednesday, by the way. I got the strike today. Apparently, her people are not real happy with those kinds of words.
I'll tell you who's not happy is China's not happy with me.
Dude, Brian, they haven't been happy with you for a while.
Hey,
right?
No, they haven't. Which could explain my subscriber count going down.
I'm just
Hey,
saying,
Brian,
man. They haven't been having me for a minute.
Remember about a year and a half ago how Pornhub was really unhappy with me and kicked me off?
Mm.
Isn't it kind of funny that them and Visa are
But
up
they
on
asked you to come
charges
back?
for human trafficking and a whole bunch of other stuff right now?
Oh yeah.
In violation of international banking laws and all that. Isn't that so funny?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that just a wonderful little thing that makes you wake up in the morning and go, there is some beautiful justice in this world.
Here's one that I got a warning on, but I fought it and I won. This guy Danny H, who was attacking Eric July, he's like, he's getting ratioed to hell because he's attacking Eric July. It's like, you've been wrong on all these other things you've been saying about Eric July and Rippaverse. It's not my first ratio, dude. And it's not going to be my last. Never in it for that. You are all welcome to criticize, but I didn't donate a single issue for a single issue of the comic book. I said, are you, Danny, are you stupid or are you a jackass?
Is that where Eric legit
either don't know or have not been shown or refuse to see reality? Stupid. Or you do know and you're trying to hurt someone else because it makes you feel good. Jackass. Which is it? Maybe you're a stupid jackass. I don't know. I also said, I'm pretty sure you're just an alternate Amber Heard account because you don't know what the word donation fucking means.
Was that the tweet that Eric retweeted about the guy?
They all did. It was on Gary's. It was on Nina's.
He was like, would you like to hear from the people who bought the comics? And I actually commented. I was like, look, I bought 2 of them. I
saw yours.
Autographed, one not. Is that a problem? Come at me. Like, what is the problem?
It's not a donation. It's a pledge.
Like, what is the problem with me buying somebody's comic book? Like,
I'm sorry. Is this all that purple-pilled power bottom fucking comicscape bullshit where they're just trying to fucking
Like created his own comic book company. He spent a lot of his own money doing it.
He started that from the ground up. He built his company from the ground up.
He spent $250,000 building his own company, and
did people like his material and buy it?
They didn't donate to like a Comicsgate thing, like a campaign like that.
Right.
They bought the comic, and he is shipping them currently.
Okay, so he made his customers happy, and he's making back. Good for him.
$3.5 million in 4 days.
He's got his own warehouse. He's currently bagging and boarding them as we speak.
Right.
He's not even going through Indiegogo or any crap like that.
No, he started his own.
He started his own website.
It's got some. Yeah, the website's got some glitches, but that's understandable because they just started.
They're still.
Good for him.
The Marjorie Taylor Greene. I said, suck a dick and die, you unconstitutional dirtbags.
No,
I hope you all choke on the filth spewing out of your quote-unquote major cities. At Marjorie Taylor Greene, investigate the fucking election or rot in hell, you lying hypocrites. I got flagged for that one.
What he's doing, that's straight up. That's the entrepreneurial spirit right there.
Yeah,
good for him.
I'm glad that's the whole point of this.
Success.
Like, he had
because
this idea,
as he
like,
success, other
years,
people are going to see success and everything else, and that's how you build.
I think it's 4 years, Chef.
Right?
I think he's been working on it for 4 years, like building
he's been
capital
working on
to it, getting authors, getting inkers.
For the past 2, he's been getting that fucking ball rolling. Like, he bought a warehouse. He's got his little mini crew. He's got a system.
Good for him.
He's a black business owner, and people are like, "No, we got to take him down."
That's what people are afraid of. They're like, "Oh my god, it's a black guy who came up with."
No,
who cares? This is what I'm. Are you an American?
Yeah.
Well, that's the idea. Is that they're on one side.
It's like wait till they really get to know.
We lost that whole being racially pure a long ass fucking time ago.
But they don't understand
ever got here. So like,
they don't understand what he's doing.
Give up the ghost.
The point is they don't know anything. They don't understand. They just hate him because they've been told to hate him, so they hate him.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't think about anything. They're told like this Eric July guy is a bad guy because he's trying to take down Marvel. No, Marvel's taking themselves down by themselves. Like no one did that.
Marvel. Yeah. Like last couple things I saw, I got online. Like I haven't looked at Marvel and DC in probably about 8 years.
Shoot, the guy who's trying
I went and looked at some of the recent stuff, and I was just like, yeah, no wonder this shit's failing.
Yeah,
Chef, did you see the
this
panel
isn't
in
even
DC?
entertaining.
Shit, did you see the panel in DC where I can't remember the name of the guy in the comic, but it's a Harley Quinn comic, and they're talking about things that Eric July was supposed to have done, like this evil thing that Eric July did. They made like a whole point about how evil Eric July is in 2 different panels in a Harley Quinn comic. They're talking directly about him.
Well, yeah, they were like, we lost 2 artists because of them. Yeah, because why? They didn't want to
wait.
shit. They jumped ship. They went to go work for him.
That's how deep it's going, Fed.
I'm really boggled here. Does that mean Black lives only matter in certain circumstances now?
We're getting political, but yes.
Pretty much.
But yeah. Is that what they're kind of revealing? Unfortunately, the rest of us have known since day one.
Unfortunately, the comic book topic has become political. Unfortunately,
yeah.
They've always had some kind of more like political swing, not in every single one, of course.
Well,
but lots of comic companies have been involved in politics.
General politics in general. What I mean by that is,
Captain America was political, wasn't he?
No. I mean a pecking order, company pecking order.
But they really didn't start going hardcore on this until Stanley retired.
No, they went hardcore on it before that. I mean, they had freaking...
Before he retired?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they did.
Before he died, they did. But before he retired...
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, before he died. Well, technically, I mean, retired from Marvel, sure. But I'm talking about, like, even when he was doing POW, they were still doing woke stuff. Not Stan Lee.
He was not senior editor and CEO of Marvel at the time they started doing the woke stuff. No, he was already gone.
What people don't know is Stan Lee was never owned Marvel at all.
No.
It was his uncle Marty Goodman, and he sold it to some sort of chemical company, and then they sold it to Toy Biz, and then they sold it to at the end Disney. And Stan Lee didn't really have a say in any of it. He was
not the way they leased out characters when comic book sales started falling in the early 90s.
Yeah, well,
they started picking back up again after Marvel had started leasing out their characters to production companies like Fox.
Yeah,
like Fox did the X-Men cartoon with Saban.
Well,
I think Saban did
that. No. They when they leased out the characters, that was a little bit later on when they did the movies. When they started doing the X-Men movies and the Spider-Man movies to Fox and Sony. This was when during the cartoon era was when they were with Toy Biz, had that partnership with Toy Biz, and that's why you had all those awesome toys. So it was just a coincidence that Fox had X-Men as far as a movie licensing rights. Because but they said well X-Men did it really well under Fox for that cartoon. Maybe they can make a good movie.
No, it was Saban Entertainment. Saban Entertainment contracted licensing of the characters in the X-Men for Pride of the X-Men pilot in 1989. Mm-hmm. They ordered 13 episodes on Fox Children's Network.
Yeah.
So they leased the characters to Saban Entertainment. Then Saban Entertainment worked with Fox Children's Network to make the X-Men.
Okay, and then later on, it was the movie.
You know what?
Y'all
gonna hate.
And then Disney bought out the whole fucking thing, which is just they had to wait for Stan Lee to croak though in order to do that, right? Like Feige is now Disney, isn't he?
No, they didn't wait for Stan Lee to croak to buy out Marvel. They bought Marvel in 2009.
Yep.
Hi, I love food.
Hey, food.
Look, I'm just gonna tell you this straight up. There's only the 2 top Marvel movies for me, and I'll fight every one of you into the dirt for it. Logan, and then Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Damn, dude!
I've seen that.
Fight you on that first one.
I haven't seen Logan.
I really like Logan.
I just have this issue with Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine.
He's too tall and he's not thick enough.
No, he's not.
It is, but that one I was like, that's the closest we've seen to like the real Wolverine from the comics that we all grew up with. That's the.
But can we find a person that looks like that that's that good of an actor?
Look,
because after a little while he started being Wolverine.
Yeah, well, it took him until the end to actually act like Wolverine.
Right,
because
that last film, you're like, oh my god, this is actually like some of the X-Men, like Days
I think
of
he got
Future
it in the
Past,
first
all
one.
that. This is the stuff that
he was extremely aggressive in the first one, and he started using the same kind of language that Wolverine used. He said "bub" in the first one, and he never said it again for the entire series.
He said "bub" just because whatever. I'll tell you what, Hugh Jackman would have been a better Namor the Submariner than any other Marvel character. Period. That's who I would have cast as because of how he acts.
He didn't
act like that.
I didn't think he did a bad job as Wolverine. He just didn't look the part.
He was a little too basic.
I think basic's a good word for it. But again, I think after seeing it so many times, he kind of became Wolverine.
He was marketable. He was marketable.
Well, there's that too. Yeah.
I'll give you
because women don't like short dudes.
I'll give you Jackman.
I hate to tell you that, but look at the statistics.
Hey, Tim's talk.
But
yeah, I thought Chris Evans was a great cast for Captain America, regardless of how
I can't stand. Period. Is Patrick Stewart as Professor X?
Are you serious?
Professor X was never Scottish. Professor X was a waspy dude from upstate New York. That is
he should sound like the head of the Democratic National Convention or something.
Pretty much.
Sorry.
Patrick Stewart Scottish?
No.
Shut up, man. Shut up.
No. Yeah, Patrick Stewart's Scottish.
Yes, he is. He's Scottish.
Hello, Tim Talk.
DL, I know you're gonna say. I know.
No, he was born in England, man. What are you talking about? You're making me second guess myself. No, Patrick Stewart's 100% English.
No, well, he seems more Scottish.
I don't think he had that thick of an English accent when he was playing. Even Picard, I don't think he had that thick of an English accent.
It sounds Scottish. When it tries to do American, it sounds Scottish. That's the funny thing.
Commander Riker, would you like to join me to laugh if I said Commander Worf's head looks like a fanny?
But I'll tell you what. I mean, he's a great actor, Patrick Stewart. But
you can all suck my ridges. Oh, get over yourself, Rocky Dennis.
I don't accept him as Professor Xavier.
I did. I thought it was great. I've been waiting for that since like the early 90s, like watching Star Trek and looking at him and then watching the 1992 animated series going, Patrick Stewart is Professor
Patrick Stewart would have been better Professor. No. It didn't work in my mind.
Chef, what do you think? I need someone to back me up here. I'm not crazy. Like, I think the majority of people saw Patrick Stewart as Professor X and went, yes, spot on.
Not me.
See, Chef knows.
I was like, okay, I see you got asses in the seats because you put Patrick Stewart's name because why? He was a household name at that time.
I think he was the only household name actor at the time.
You're thinking of McAvoy.
No, not McAvoy.
No. McAvoy was Scottish, and I don't think anyone saw him as Professor X.
I didn't care for him.
Like First Class.
The whole Fox X-Men franchise, you can scrap, in my opinion, because they got the rosters wrong, they got the origins wrong, they got everything wrong.
Well, I can agree that they took some liberties, but what cartoon show hasn't?
Bryan Singer dumped out his toy box and said, "I'm going to have this here, this here, this here." That's what Bryan Singer did.
Later, Alistair. Thanks for coming.
He dumped out toys from his toy box and said, "This is how it's going to work." That's what Bryan Singer did.
So that's interesting that you said. I mean, we might have watched the same thing, but this guy was talking about Bryan Singer. Like you had, a group of kids that had the toys. Hey, nobody. You had a group of kids that had the toys, and they would play with the toys like they were X-Men. I was like, you'd have Havoc fight Cyclops, and that's what they play with. And then Bryan Singer would be the kid off in the cat shit filled sandbox by himself, making Cyclops and Havoc kiss. That's
well, Bryan Singer touched little boys.
Again, that goes back to I didn't know that.
Well, now you know that. No,
it goes back to the whole him playing in the sandbox that has cat shit in it, and nobody left.
He
said his internet's been active.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to dip in a little bit because I have a thunderstorm. I got heavy lightning like crashing.
All right, but I do have a clip I was talking about, but I don't want to show it on here, but I can show it in the back.
I was gonna say something, but I just held my.
This is a secret room.
I held that quick. That was one of those. Don't you fucking dare!
To your naughty room.
Dude, you know what? I actually did watch this shit on Netflix where this chick gets paid to make dungeons, man, in people's houses. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's been like that for a while. They were just talking about Real Sex on HBO that started in, I think, like 1990. It's been around for a while. So when people are like, oh, I can't believe this is going on in America. It's like, no, it's been happening for 30 years. You just like not paying attention or outside of the loop, or you're too young.
Fucking
yeah, you can't comment on Dr. Foreman. Yes. So I think, are you just kidding? Okay.
Fucking, I'm gonna download this bitch.
So, let's see here. If you guys want to keep going, or do you really want to see what I'm talking about?
Roll it!
All right, then
let's watch it. That's everybody wants to watch it.
All right.
Have to end stream and make a new one, or what? Are we gonna be done for tonight? I don't know.
Oh,
I'm gonna go to bed after we watch the video.
Yeah, same
here. Okay, I guess we're gonna stop here for the night then.
My dog is passed out somewhere, and I don't know where he is.
I'll be down to watch a movie if anyone wants to watch a movie.
Jingle toy.
So it's okay, nobody. All right, thanks for coming. I love food, and thanks for everyone for coming. And we'll catch you all later. Have a good night, everybody.
You can catch Chef Nation at Chef Nation. You can catch Fedora the Horrible at Fedora the Horrible.
I know, I just come in at the last minute. What the hell?
Oh, we're gonna watch something off of air, bro. It's gonna be good stuff.
Yeah. So, do you guys want to plug your stuff before we leave?
Pegging.
Subscribe.
Don't follow my channel. It'll give you cancer.
Subscribe to Brian versus the World and give your heart to Jesus.
There you go. See, I can't go with that. I can't
Amen.
that.
That's a good one. You can find Bush McFadden at Booger Fart the Futbucker Esquire.
No, I mean, give your heart to Jesus. I wasn't being facetious.
No.
I can't.
Now there was that when I said amen, brother.
I like Jesus' style.
Yeah, especially flipping over tables and, start your cloak and buy a sword.
He makes water in the wine. That's like the best ability.
Getting on with a hooker, and people were like, "You can't do that." He's like, "Yeah, I can. I'm Christ." Okay.
He never.
He never did that.
It's like, how many times have you heard my name being said?
Anyway.
Good night, everybody.
I'm getting everyone's links in the chat.
Oh God! Don't give them the link to my channel. That's like the worst thing you could ever fucking do.
You can find Fedorable the Horrible at Fedorable the Horrible on YouTube.
Music, even worse, commentary on live.
I had a good running dialogue with your music there, man. I was into it. That's what it felt like to me. Although it was also Wednesday night, and I was really, really hammered.
That's pretty much when I make music. I'm just like, I don't do it for anything. I'm not trying to make money off of it.
I close my eyes. I'm just close my eyes and listen to it, and that's what I heard when I was listening to your music.
And roll with it.
Well, that's what I saw in my head when I was listening to your music. Was like there's a car chase. Like
I know.
A sexy cop
was
pulls this guy over on the side of the road.
I was like, damn, brother, right on.
I was feeling it, Chef. I was
Yeah, trust me. With Ben Gilson's music streams, I get into it to the point where I'm just like, dude, I'm trying to work. I found out something. I just stopped working.
I can only upload 10 YouTube videos a day.
Really?
I was uploading today, and at 10 they were like, "No more. You can't upload anymore." And I'm like, "What? What?"
You need YouTube Red.
Like
Is that still a thing?
Like, what?
Is YouTube Red still a thing, or that die because no one used it?
It became YouTube Premium.
Premium. Like, what does it mean, YouTube Red? That's offensive to Native Americans. That's bullshit. You can't do that.
be like, great, I can watch the rapid descendant degeneration of mankind in real time without the commercials. Awesome.
All right, that's everybody's.
I don't have to watch an ad about constipation medicine.
Hey, bright ray of sunshine here, by the way.
All right, that's everybody's channels. Go follow everybody on the chat, and we'll catch you guys later.
I don't have jack shit on my channel.
Hey, Raquel, thank you. Seriously,
You're
thank you
welcome.
for putting up with us.
You guys are always welcome here.
It was fun.
All right, later, everybody.
Bye.